Like any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Washington Redskins. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Watch it, your arm. Target.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a run with Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Conrad. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Conrad fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Just like that.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first and 10, it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Here I come. Sponge.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go. Come on.
On third and 1, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Haskins to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Haskins will throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. On the draw, this is Love. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Carr now on 1st down. Completes this one to Meredith. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Carr gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, Conrad. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Carr gonna throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Down. 180.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Working from the gun, it's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
White down. Whitey. Yo. White Monday down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And that'll set him back 5.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
185.
Check.
To throw his Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Cameron Meredith there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the... And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nice with the carry on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
So don't say nothing. Deuce. Watch twist.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, here's Love. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the sack on 1st down, Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a 1st down.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Geis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check three. Save. Check 26.
2nd down, Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch the safety creep. Greystone, travel.
They'll run on 1st down. Conrad. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Carr. His throw incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Switch gears. Pilot, 64, weak.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Check 13.
They'll keep it on the ground. Conrad, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Down. 180. Lie down. Here we go. Get off the field.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's keep going. Next back. Right. Safety's creeping.
On the ground, Geis. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
55. Take me up. Here we go. 36. 36. Showing up. Showing up.
Again, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Makes the score Redskins 21, Raiders 7. John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Carr now on first down. Incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
185.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, second and 15. Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On first down, Conrad. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a second and 13. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Carr going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking. Get it
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will get it at their 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Carr's throw here caught by Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And intercepted. Now Brown, he lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back. And indeed they did. It's still Washington football. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin taking it in. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Conrad. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
It's going to be a long down, Vince. It's going to be a long down.
Now Carr again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On third down, here's Love. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's fourth down.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Let's get it.
The Redskins send out their punter. And look at this, another fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a